Alright guys, so my dad's gonna teach us how to make some steaks step by step. It's pretty exciting stuff, just like I said. Alright Dad, step one. Alright, tell us a little bit about this grill here.
Okay, basically this is a Traeger pellet grill. This is the hopper, this is where you put your pellets. I'm checking to make sure I have enough pellets in the hopper before I start cooking. In order to start the pellet grill, you start on the smoke selection. And in about 5 minutes, it'll ignite the firebox, which is inside the center of this pellet grill. And it'll be regulated by temperature with the digital thermostat.
Okay.
All right? So we don't get smoked out on our porch on the deck here, I have this little box fan that sucks the smoke out and away from the porch. So I'll come back in about 5 minutes and turn this on to 375 degrees.
Okay. Okay, we're back.
Okay, so we can see it's starting to smoke. See the smoke coming out of it? The fan is sucking the smoke.
Yep.
There you go. You can see the smoke
there
now.
we go.
You can see the fan is basically pulling the smoke off our deck. So I'm going to turn it up to 375. We'll come back and we'll later see that this digital thermostat will read 375 degrees or thereabouts. In the interim, I'm going to get my steak seared on my regular conventional stovetop.
Ooh.
Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm prepping my ribeye steak. I'm going to sear it in this cast iron skillet. Basically, as high as the heat that you can possibly achieve on the burner is what you want to do. You want to open up all the windows, because you're going to be putting a lot of smoke in the kitchen. Open the doors, everything you can do to help evacuate all the smoke you're about to create. If you have smoke detectors, good luck, because it's going to activate them. They're going to go off, they're going to be loud, noisy, your fire department's going to show up, and you're going to be smoking all kinds of gas, and flames are going to be shooting out the front door, but all you're doing is searing a steak. So, I just simply like to use garlic salt. That's all I need. And I don't marinate my steak because you know what? It doesn't do any good to marinate steak. It really doesn't. The steak, the outside of the steak, the outside layer of the steak is all that really gets flavored. Unless you drill holes in it and poke a bunch of holes in it, and then you're ruining the steak. So, as far as I'm concerned. Olive oil. That's about all I use. And I wait for the pan to start smoking. Okay, so you can see how nice and smoky and hot this pan is. That's the sound you want to hear when you put your steak on for searing. It's got to be doing that. If you're not doing that, all you're doing is letting the oil absorb into the steak. Now the oil is repelled away from the steak, keeping the steak from sticking on the pan. And you're going to get a nice sear caramel color on each side of the steak, so that when I cook it on the pellet grill works on convection and cooks evenly, and it's going to be one of the most juiciest steaks you've ever had. Oh, the smell is just amazing, isn't it? Isn't that something?
Very good.
Let's go see how our temperature's doing. Got another 100 degrees before we're ready to throw it in the oven, so it should work out about right. By the time I'm done searing the steak, you can throw it on the pellet grill. See how nice that is? A nice sear. Got some caramelization going on there. About a minute aside, and then the rest will happen on the pellet grill. All right, yeah, my grill temperature is at 375 to 377, so it's perfect. Okay, now that I have seared my steak on both sides, I'm going to put it in the pellet grill. And I'm going to cook it to medium. It's going to take about 10 minutes. So we'll check back in about 10 minutes. Okay, I like my steaks medium. It feels like a perfectly medium cooked steak. I'm gonna let it rest for a few minutes before I cut into it, because all those juices are going crazy right now. The last thing you want to do is disturb those crazy juices. You want them to neutralize. They want to slow down, permeate the meat, so it's nice and tender. You don't want to dry it out by cutting it open too soon. Okay, steak rests, and we're going to basically cut into it and see how we did. I like my steak medium, and that's a medium cooked steak. That's how I make my steaks, and I enjoy them, and it's better than most steaks that I've had when I go out to dinner. Thanks for watching. Get this shit out of the way. Put this up there, that there, put this here. Okay, get this out of the way because it's like the hell right there.